I'm Nicola and today I'm reviewing my Nike Edition Apple Watch Series 7. And here it is. I've had this watch now for about 6 months and this has to be my favourite watch ever. I take calls, read messages and emails, listen to music and track my exercise all on this little device on my wrist. This isn't my first Apple Watch, as I've had a Series 3 for the past few years, but last October when the Series 7 was released, I finally upgraded. I collected this Nike Edition from the Bristol store on release day. I did have a bit of trouble allocating one back then, but now stock isn't an issue. After having the Series 3 for a few years, I was most excited for the new bigger screen, and this was such an upgrade for me. I don't always like to have my phone in my pocket, and I use my watch a lot, so I was very happy to welcome the new keyboard feature. I can now reply to messages via a full QWERTY keyboard. I do put my phone down a lot and then can't find it. This ping button is a lifesaver when locating my missing phone. I couldn't tell you how many times I've used it. Apple Fitness Plus is a fantastic selling point. When you purchase an Apple Watch, you do get 1 month free, and I'd strongly suggest that you at least try it out. Being in the whole Apple ecosystem, I love how the Apple Watch syncs with my phone, iPad and AirPods. I use my AirPods for answering calls and listening to music on my Apple Watch, and it's also effective for exercise coaching with fitness and Strava. Apple Pay is extremely convenient when paying for things. When wearing a mask in shops, my iPhone Face ID fails, so it's always been easier to use my watch to pay. You just double tap here and your cards in your wallet come up. Don't panic, it's still secure, as every time you take your watch off your wrist, you have to input your password. The new fast USB-C magnetic charger takes just 45 minutes to charge. This is a huge benefit, as now there's no need to charge my watch overnight. This means I can now track my sleep patterns. The fitness app on my watch is incredible. I love how it takes all my data and puts it on my iPhone fitness app. It tracks all of my Fitness Plus workouts and my walks and runs on it. In the Health app, I can check my blood oxygen levels and my heart rate data, which I do this regularly. This is where it tracks my sleep too. The Series 7 has a fall detector, which for some could be life-saving. Personally, as an outdoor runner, I think it's a great safety feature to have. I also love sharing steps and competing with my friends and family, as a little healthy competition is sometimes what you need to encourage a workout. On the flip side of working out, my watch also reminds me to take some time to breathe and meditate. Using the Apple Watch to film and take photos as a clicker from your watch is a fun feature. You can connect to your iPhone camera like this and control it from your watch. You can choose to use the front or rear camera, change the depth, and use with or without a 3-second timer. As well as the Apple features, there are a good amount of other apps available on the Apple Watch too. There are a mixture of games available, but my most used apps include Strava and Spotify. The Series 7 comes in 5 aluminium colours: Midnight, Starlight, Green, Blue and Product Red. I chose Midnight thinking it's the best colour for matching with any colour strap. My Series 7 came with this sporty Nike strap, but I do use my old straps from my Series 3. These are the faces for the Series 7, and there are so many others to choose from. Because I have the Nike Edition, it has these extra Nike faces. This clean digital Nike watch face is my favourite, and of course in pink. Even though my last watch was water resistant, I never got it wet. I am still a little bit frightened of mixing expensive electronics and water, but I do take my Series 7 swimming, and it's been fine. I've always used a screen protector on my phone, but never on my watches, as I don't like how bulky they are. Although I've never smashed a watch screen, my Series 3 did take a good amount of wear and tear. And with the Series 7, having used it every day for 6 months, it still looks like new. So finally, is it worth buying? My simple answer is yes. I love my Apple Watch, and I use it so much every day, and it's still capable of so much more. If you've an older version and have been waiting out to upgrade, I definitely think this is the time to do it. So that's the Apple Watch Series 7. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Have you had an Apple Watch before, or are you thinking of getting one? And I'll see you again soon.